Hi, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm so excited to talk to you all. I have been so busy, so I haven't had time to record in the past couple of days. So it's nice to sit down. I even have like a little beverage today because it is Sunday. You know, back to work tomorrow with my wonderful coworkers here in my home. Back to teaching. The struggle is real. We are, over a month. I'm here in Michigan. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit the notification button because I'm doing these regular videos and I would love for you to tune in. I think a lot of the content that I have on this channel is super helpful. I have advice from how to change careers to tips for homeschooling to how to manifest. So, check out some of the other videos if you are new to the page. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. But, at any rate, there is just so much going on, but I'm excited to be here. But today's video I'm super excited to do. I'm going to talk a lot about affirmations and some things that I use to kind of get through when I'm feeling stuck, some things that keep me going. I'm a very positive person. I do see the bright side of life. I do try to see the glass, half full. And so I think it's super important, especially in this time, to really focus on what we can control. Because it's so easy to slip into fear, to slip into stress, to slip into all of these things. And, you really can't worry and pray at the same time. You can't be positive and also negative about a situation at the same time. You have to make a choice. And I choose to despite and, in spite of what's going on, and I know it's a lot. And that's not to say that I'm naive to what's going on. I'm very, very present into what's going on. I'm definitely keeping my family protected, definitely keeping us safe. We definitely, we talk about it to a point. But I'm not tuning into the news all the time. I'm not being bombarded with that. I tap in, whoop, whoop, just to make sure, I'm informed enough. But, it can all be a lot, especially being here in Michigan where it is actually, a serious situation. I know a lot of people live in other places where they think that, there's a lot of propaganda. And sure, there's always propaganda. So you're not, being like so woke by saying there's propaganda. There's always propaganda, people. That's nothing new. But the reality is in places like where I am from, Michigan, and New York and Chicago, our situation, it's really serious. But irregardless of that, it's important to, focus on what we can control because, fear can cause all kinds of other problems, and it's important to just be informed, be safe, do what you can. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I think for me, constantly having these positive thoughts, constantly having these mantras and affirmations and things that are constantly, keeping me kind of uplifted really do help. So I definitely want to get into sharing that. I do want to update you all with a few things though. Our stay-at-home order here in Michigan has been extended until I think it's like, let me see, May 15th. So it's extended until May 15th. Let me know in the comments if it's extended where you are. Let me know. I'm just curious. But I was excited because actually today was the first day in a while that actually, like in a week, I probably went out. And I went to the car wash because the car wash has been closed. So the car wash is reopened now. It was nice to get my car washed because I just got a new car. Shout out to GMC. Or truck, excuse me. And I also went to Dairy Queen, me and my daughter. So that was nice. I mean, just to feel like a little normal, like a normal outing. We've literally had nowhere to go. We've been driving to nowhere. So it was kind of nice. But here are some other things that have resumed. Golfing, boating, landscape services and lawn care, plant nurseries, garden centers, curbside pickup, delivery for stores that sell non-essential items, and bike repair shops. So even I haven't went because shout out to Amazon for holding a sister down, but I haven't had to go. But the beauty supply store is open. And here's the thing, like, don't shade people who need to go to the beauty supply store. It sells way more than beauty supplies, okay? The beauty supply store, if you don't know, is basically like almost like a corner store or something. You can find there are essential items there for hair, for health, lotions, shea butter, cotton balls, That's where I got my gloves and my first gloves and masks from, the beauty supply store. There's a variety of items, so let's just be real. I don't know if it's like that where you are, but in Michigan, our beauty supply stores sell essential items. So I'm happy that they're open again. I just hope, because they are small, I really hope they figured out the social distancing situation, because they are small, most of them. I mean, there are some large, you know what I mean, but like the owls, you know what I'm saying. You know, if you know, you know. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's extended. So it was cool. You know, it was nice to really get out today. The weather was decent for Michigan. It's April. It was like, I mean, it's not the way it should be, but it was, you know, like in the 50s, sunny. Or actually, I think it almost was like in the 60s today. I think it's in the 60s, but it was so windy, it didn't feel like it, but it was still nice. You know, but it was just nice, you know, because it's still, like I said, this whole situation is a lot. You know, I'm thinking about like tomorrow I have to get back to teaching and everything, and it's just a lot. Like being, you know, Is anyone sending their kids to their grandparents' house? No judgment, no judgment. This channel is a no judgment zone. I just want to know in the comments, is anyone sending their children to grandma and grandpa's house yet? Because I'm thinking of like, we might have to work something out before May 15th. I just want to know, no judgment. We haven't. We're safe. I don't even know if they let me. I definitely don't know if they let me. But I just want to know. I'm curious. But oh, great news! I saw Trolls, which is awesome. The new Trolls is awesome, and the soundtrack slaps. Let me just say, it's an amazing soundtrack. Yeah, great movie. So if you have kids, I also did a movie review, or what to stream while quarantined. You can check out that video. But yeah, Trolls, I think world tour, excellent film, well done Pixar, well done. I think that, I'm pretty sure that's Pixar, but I loved it. Very teachable, you know, if you know, you know, but it was extremely teachable. I really enjoyed it. And again, the soundtrack is really great. And you know what's so cool? Those movies are definitely for like millennial parents, because you know, they're redoing all the songs, you know, that we love and that maybe even our parents love, but, you know, songs that we like, you know, and enjoy. And it's just enjoyable for everyone. So shout out to Trolls. Great, great. They really do good things with those movies. And I wasn't expecting much. But at any rate, I want to get into my affirmations for today. I have quite a few that I want to share. Now, let me tell you about these. These are not invented by me. Some of these are, you know, things that I picked up from my dad. Shout out to him, rest in peace. Some of these are from like my favorite rappers. I think rap artists are some of the most motivational. That's why I love rap music. It's so motivational for me. You know, I grew up on like rap, hip hop. I had if you don't know, I had an older brother who definitely had his younger sister exposed to the hardcore rap, especially back in the 90s. So I mean, anyways, but I saw the good even in that. So I always picked up like the inspiration. So like, you know, Jay-Z, like I hear the motivation. I hear that in his lyrics, you know. I even like, I still like Kanye West. I don't like him as a person right now. He's a little problematic. He's a little irritating me. But in terms of musically, I still rocks with him. Okay. But anyway, so some of these affirmations are from like some of my favorite rappers. You know, some of them, let's see. Things I picked up just along the way of life, you know, but yeah, so they're things that help me get through. They're things that really keep me inspired. They're things that expand my mind when I'm stuck, because I'm human. Yeah, you know, I go through life like everyone else, but you know, it does take, you know, this is one of the tools that I use at least to stay positive, to remain optimistic. So I'm going to get into it. Let's see where we're going to start. I have them in order, but I don't know if it's like the best order. I'm just going to go in this order because I'm not going to hold you all up anymore. I'm already a few minutes, almost 10 minutes in. So, number 1, no one has glitter coming out of their behind. I say this all the time. Now, I don't say behind in my real life, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to say behind. But you know what I really say. No one is like super like amazing except for maybe Beyonce, because let me tell you, I don't know how she does it. Respect her. If you don't respect her, you're literally like a hater. But Side note, no one has glitter coming out of their behind. No one is like super special, so why not you? Why shouldn't you get what you want? Why shouldn't you have the life that you want for yourself, the life that you deserve? You deserve what you deserve. Okay, you deserve whatever you came on this great earth for. Whatever God and the universe placed you here for, you deserve it. You deserve whatever you probably wanted when you were like yay high. You might have like forgot about it and felt that you didn't deserve it, but you probably still do. So tap into that inner child if you haven't. But no one is like greater than you. Like I really feel like that. Like I feel like I, can achieve whatever I'm here to achieve. And that if someone else could do it, why can't I do it? If it's something that I want to do. If it's for me, it's for me. You know what I mean? Feel me? Feel me? 2, every day above ground is a good day. I get that from my dad. He literally said that like every day. Like I would be like, Dad, how's it going? Or like, good morning. Every day above ground is a good day. And he would literally keep that energy, that same type of energy for the most part, because, he's only human too. But he really would try to like keep that kind of energy in the morning. So when I went off to school, like that's how I kind of felt. Like, you know what? And it didn't even really resonate with me, as a child. But as I got older, especially now, great to say now, right? Like seriously, every day that you have right now on this earth is literally a good day. Now, a lot of us are sitting here in isolation, like try to make the most. And if the most of your day is just spending time with your family or spending time by yourself, if you're able to, and resting, because we are so busy usually all the time, then that's fine. But, just appreciate the day and be grateful. I'm really grateful. I start off my days grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm really happy to be alive. A lot of people, I'm really happy to be alive. Why not? Why not? And so that's number 2. Every day above ground is a good day. Number 3, they aren't that smart. Like people really, this is something like, a lot of times when I talk to people, I do a lot of consulting through my internet wellness. And just like when I was getting out of teaching, I also did consulting with other people trying to get out of education. But the main thing that stops people from achieving most of their goals is that they think that someone else is like better than them or more deserving of it than them. And if you've done the work, if you have the experience, and I see so many people like, oh my gosh, I'm in this career, like I don't know what to do. Like if you're confident, you have all these skills, you developed over the years, especially if you're of a particular age, you've developed a certain set of skills, then you are just as, go toe to toe with them. They aren't that smart in that room. Now, they might have done the work, they might have, and they might have positioned themselves in a way that you probably could do the same thing too, but I just feel like people really get in their way. And usually I've been in all types of rooms and, yes, there are very smart people there, but why can't you be one of those smart people? Again, no one has glitter coming out of their behind. You too are capable. And if you're not, get capable so that you can get into those rooms. But it's all possible. It's all possible. Like we really hold ourselves back by thinking that they are smart or they are mean or they are jealous or they are this or they are all of these things. Focus on you. People really get in their own way before they even attempt to accomplish things. I see it all the time. I hear it all the time. People in my life, out of my life, all around. And I think that's the first thing. And I just don't have that fear. I just feel like, if they are smart, then I'm going to try to at least get aligned with them so that I can learn what they know. But I just don't feel that intimidation. If someone is smart, let them be, let it be. But don't let it stop you from trying to attempt your goals. No one should be able to stop you, from attempting your goals. That's what that means. Next, you are not meant to struggle. This is something internally I feel like whenever things get tough for me, and I've always felt this way. Honestly, this came, and my friend probably doesn't even realize this, but I really do take internally sometimes what people say. Like I've always believed that some people are placed in my life as like messengers and angels. This is a whole nother video, but I believe in stuff like that. And so a friend of mine said a long time ago, I probably was 15 or 14 we were, but I've always been like very introspective. And even at that age, I was like really reading a lot about spirituality and things like that. and exploring things like that. And she said, I think I was like, oh, I was real stressed about something. I don't even want to say what I was stressed. It was some teenage issue, teenage stuff. Everything is like a crisis. It was one of those like little teenage things. But I remember her saying, that's not going to happen to you. You are not meant to struggle. And I internalized that. Throughout my life, I've always internalized phrases, as you can tell. But I internalized that. And so ever since then, I really felt like I am not meant to struggle. And it's something that I meditated on. It's something that I really believe. So that when things do get difficult, whether it is, shout out to that Prosecco, whether it is a job, whether it is a relationship, whatever, when it starts getting like crazy, like too crazy for me, and you know what I mean when it gets too crazy, like I know that that's no longer serving me, and that I need to like somehow escape that situation. And I just like, I'm not meant to struggle. And I think that belief has really allowed me to really follow my bliss. Shout out to Joseph Campbell. But really follow my bliss. And, I'm still on a journey. Like, I don't think I have all the answers. I don't think I'm there yet. I feel like that's what life is about. And it's what keeps me excited about life. But yeah, I don't feel like that. I feel like, I'm supposed to live a life that is happy, and I'm supposed to live a life of joy. And that's what I embrace in my life. So when it gets like that, I'm going to figure out what needs to happen to make it better. You are not meant to struggle either. Internalize that. It works. Next, more room out than in. Don't hold your feelings in. Doesn't mean you have to walk around like a walking volcano going off on everyone. That is no. That is not what that means. What this means is that, there are times in life where people might say something that is disrespectful to you. They might just put you in a place where you really have to voice your opinion. You really might have to set some boundaries. You really might have to assert yourself. And in those times in life, when you come to those crossroads with people and individuals in your life where you might have to set boundaries or be honest or correct them when they try to put you in a certain position, it's really important to address it. And not in a crazy way, but just in a way, more room out than in, because when you keep it in, you internalize stress. So when I come to those types of situations where I'm dealing with conflict, I typically will address it. Or, depending on the situation, if it needs to be addressed, it needs to be addressed. But sometimes discernment is key in these situations. Sometimes you have to leave people alone, just like remove yourself from the situation. But typically, more room out than in. If it's really disturbing you, especially when it comes to matters like dealing with family and people who really matter, express yourself. But try to express yourself in a calm way, But more room out than in is what I say. That's just something that I say. And I also get that from my sister in my heart. Shout out to Carla. I get that from her. More room out than in. She says it about something else, but I apply it to like everything. Anyways, be your own best friend. I'm always rooting for myself. Even if I fail at something, even if I don't have the best day, I am always rooting for myself. I really love and care about my well-being. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, people are way too hard on themselves. And you can't be hard on your best friend. Give yourself grace, and I think that's what also allows me to not get stuck when I do slip up or when I do fumble in life, because I am good to myself. And I'm okay to take care of myself and do what I need to do to heal myself and move on and continue trying for the next thing or working through the next thing. So yes, work on being your best friend if you're not already. And the way to do that is, just spending time with yourself and getting to know and doing the things that you enjoy that really truly bring you joy. A lot of people don't even know what makes them happy because they're so busy making so many other people happy. And I realize that. Well, that's one thing I say to myself. I'm my own best friend. Like, seriously, be your own best friend. When you do start getting down on yourselves, a lot of people are very negative. A lot of people say it's like they have internalized all these negative things that people have said to them throughout their lives. And that's no good. You really have to speak life to yourself. Speak good things to yourself. Fill yourself with affirmations. Hopefully this helps. If you don't, Start doing it. Come up with your own. Maybe take some of these, whatever works. But, when you start internalizing positive thought, it really matters, because guess what, people? Thoughts become what? Things. Thoughts become things. Literally, it's all energy. It all matters, okay? Moving on. Next step in my affirmations list. Teach people how to treat you. Okay? Makes sense, right? Teach people how to treat you. People, listen, people are only going to do to you what you allow. And that is real talk. People are only going to do to you what you allow. And I've had to learn this, and I think, when I was younger, I was bullied. I was a victim of bullying. And as I got older, it's something that I literally it's just not going to happen, right? And so I think that's in a lot of ways probably why, and a lot of people are like that were bullied or whatever, for whatever reason. But I think that's a big reason why I'm strong in a lot of ways, because I've overcome a lot of those types of things in my life, and a lot of things that people have tried to put on me. I've brushed all that off, right? So I've really learned over the years, and it's a practice to really treat people how to, teach people how to treat me, teach people how to treat you, and it goes along the lines too with I'm not meant to struggle. So, I'm going to be happy. That means that if you're in my life, you're going to bring me joy. Not saying that, you don't have little things and this, that, and the other, but you're not going to, disrespect me if you're in my life. I don't deal with people who cussing me out, calling me bitch, this, that, and the other. I'm not dealing with those sorts of things. I've really, and it's not to say that I haven't already, like I haven't before in the past, maybe when I was younger and things like that. I've really gotten to a place though where it's so important to me that you understand the boundaries that I have in my life. You understand the kind of respect that I'm giving off, I expect back. And that's the kind of energy that I want in my life. And so even when it comes to this is something else, I'm not on the phone after 7, ever. Today's going to be an exception, but typically I'm on the phone after 7 ever. And, my friends who know me, they know that. They understand that, because first of all, I'm either even before I had kids, I would either be meditating. I have to have downtime. After a day working, whatever, I got to have downtime to myself. I am kind of an only child. My brother was 11 years older than me. So I really am cool being by myself. So, after that time, now I like to be present with my family. I like to spend time with my kids. I don't want to be spending time with my kids and on the phone. So for me, I just totally shut it down. And then after I get my kids to bed, then I have a little time for myself, and then it's time for my husband. But that's just how I operate. And, when new people come into my life, I got to teach them that, look, I can't be on the phone, but that's just a small thing. But even when it comes to bigger things like boundaries, like respect, things like that, it's really important to, be clear and be mindful of the energy that you have in your life. So I definitely say teach people how to treat you, okay? Set your expectations where you need them. And that's all I'm going to say. Next, give yourself grace. This goes back to being your best friend. I'm not going to stay too long on this one, but just give yourself grace. No one is perfect. Self-explanatory. Give yourself grace. Especially right now. Listen, you see, look at all these leaders on TV. They went to all them good schools, have all that good education, and clearly they're making some really big mistakes. You definitely need to give yourself grace. I'm just saying. So, yes, I say that a lot. If you can see it, you can be it. Again, thoughts become things. Be clear with your vision. Be clear and intentional with your thoughts. A lot of people are just thinking poorly, especially right now. It's easy to really escape into negative thoughts and negative feelings, Definitely make sure that you are being intentional with your vision, because at one point and some point, this will be over. Where do you see yourself after this? How you see yourself after this right now will determine how you are. It really works. Try it. If you haven't read The Secret, read it. Watch it. I'm sure it's free somewhere. Let's see. It rains on everyone. But hard times do not last long. Hard people do. Really, people get real caught up in their own struggle. I haven't had it easy. Let me be clear. Again, like I've never had it like super like, oh, despite how it may look. I just don't look like what I have been through. But a lot of that has to do with a lot of this. I don't get caught up because I understand that life is life. It ebbs and flows. We all go through things. And if you're watching this video, the things you're going through are probably even. Not saying they aren't major, but you're going to be okay. You can be okay. And I think that, I do think about other people that are of their situations when I am going through things. I am mindful and cognizant of what I'm going through and that there is shared pain in this world. And that we are strong and we are resilient. And that is why I know we will get through this and more. But it rains on everyone and it doesn't last long. And joy cometh in the morning. So that is just something that I internalized. I hope it works for you too. This is from one of my favorite rappers. Nobody built like you. You designed yourself. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be you. I believe we were who we are before we got here, which is also a Jay-Z quote, but he doesn't say it like that. He says it a little different. But he says you was who you was before you got here. But I think that too. I think we have to understand that maybe the reason why you think the things you do and you want the things you want is because it's who you truly innately are and desired to be. Okay? Now, whether you are, I'm going to leave it at that. So, I truly believe, trust your wants, trust your desires, trust what makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anyone and what makes you happy isn't something crazy, then we have to go tell the therapist. I talk a lot about mental health in a video if you scroll down my page too. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you're still here. And thank you so much if you're still here. I know it's a little longer than most of my videos, but hey, it's a good one, right? But yeah, nobody built like you. You designed yourself. Seriously, I really internalized that. I know that what's destined for me, the vision that I have for my life, I don't expect this other person to have it. I trust my vision for my life. I really trust it. I've been through enough things. I've experienced enough things. And that's not to say you might be at a place where I knew 10 years ago I didn't know it all. I knew it. I knew I didn't know it all. But now I feel like I've experienced enough where I do know some things. And I trust the process. And I trust my vision for myself. And I'm in a place of real peace when it comes to that. And I trust who I am as a person. That's why I'm able to do this too and share with you all things. I mean, this comes from a place of being kind of confident in terms of, what I believe about certain things. So trust that and believe that. Next, there is more than one way to skin a cat. There is more than one way to skin a cat, meaning there's more than one way to do things. Meaning that if you haven't accomplished your goal doing it, maybe going down lane A, maybe you need to go down lane B. Maybe you need to go down lane C. But in 2020, there are so many ways to accomplish so many goals. You can leverage so many things to get to where you need to be. And there is no traditional route. No traditional route anymore. I mean, you throw it out the window. Throw it out the window. And I mean, as a creator and as a person who felt like a lot of things weren't sustainable, I do feel like this is on some level a divine time. I do. Because literally so much did not make sense and was not working. And all of that now is being called into question. And a lot of things are being reset right now. And so I say that to say, whatever you thought, whatever you think, if you can see it, you can dream it, this is the time of creative thought. You can do it. There is more than one way to accomplish your goals. Don't get stuck if it didn't work out for you. There are certain things I didn't accomplish the way I thought I would accomplish them ever. I've never done things the traditional way. I've accomplished all my goals. I was a teacher and I became a news producer. And then I ended up doing even the weather. Okay, no one, look, listen, people. The internet alone learn. It's just like there's so much possibility right now in the world. So take advantage of it. That's all I have to say. There is more than one way to skin a cat. So yeah, basically here's the end. That's pretty much all my affirmations. But your life can either shrink or expand based on your thoughts. It can shrink or it can expand based on your thoughts. It's all based on your mind. And our mind literally is creating all these things that we feel and think. Whether you're feeling good or bad, it's all here. It's all here. It's all here. And it's not to say we all don't have bad days, but it's a matter of how we use our minds and our mental strength to really overcome them. How do you expand your thoughts? Through being grateful, through having a spirit of gratitude, for looking for the good, through looking to the good and for the good in situations. Pursuing new things, new places, new ideas. Don't get stuck. Never feel like you're stuck. I'm always a student. I'm always learning. I was a teacher. I'm a student first. I'm always learning. I'm always reading. I'm always searching for new information, searching to ground myself even more. A lot of people think they know it all. It's like, seriously? No. What shrinks thoughts? Anxiety, negative thoughts, speaking bad to yourself. Don't speak. You are your best friend. You talk bad to your best friends. If you did, you probably wouldn't have a best friend, right? Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself, because you can't pray and worry at the same time. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. This video was probably my longest video to date on YouTube, but I thank you for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe button and the notification button, and let me know what you thought in the comments. Thank you so much. Check you later.